Most people dread the sanding phase of a project. It is messy, it is loud, and usually your hands feel like they have been vibrating for a week afterward. But then you pick up something like this Makita finishing sander, and suddenly, it does not feel like such a massive headache. The first thing that hits you is the ergonomics. It has this rubberized grip that just sits right in the palm, making it feel like an extension of your hand rather than a clunky piece of machinery. It is not just about comfort, though. That design choice actually helps with control when you are trying to get those fine, smooth finishes on a piece of furniture. What really makes this thing stand out is how it handles the vibration. There is a built-in counterbalance system tucked away inside that does a surprisingly good job of keeping the chatter down. You know how some sanders make your fingers go numb after 10 minutes? This one manages to keep things steady enough that you can actually focus on the wood grain instead of fighting the tool. It hits 11,000 orbits per minute, which is plenty of speed for fine grit work. It is not trying to be a heavy-duty belt sander that strips wood away in seconds, but for that final pass before staining or painting, it is exactly what you want. The trigger is another one of those small details that makes a difference. It is a large two-finger switch, which sounds simple, but when you are working for a long stretch, having that lock-on button right there is a lifesaver. You do not have to keep your grip locked in a death clutch just to keep the motor running. Now, the dust collection is decent, especially for a corded unit of this size. It pulls through the pad, which keeps the workspace cleaner than you might expect, though like any sander, you are still going to have a little bit of cleanup to do at the end of the day. If there is a downside, it is that it is strictly corded. You are tethered to an outlet, which can be a bit of a nuisance if you are working on a large piece in the middle of a shop. A cordless version would be nice for portability, but then you would be dealing with battery weight and charging cycles. For a steady, reliable tool that just works every time you plug it in, the trade-off is pretty easy to live with. It is a straightforward, no-nonsense piece of gear that does exactly what it promises without any unnecessary fluff. If you're tired of fighting with cheap sanders that vibrate your teeth out, this is a solid step up that makes the tedious parts of woodworking feel a whole lot more manageable.
Check out the video description for updated price. And thank you for watching this video.